Your laptop? Is that
You sent him the code, right? He's got the code.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, we're ready for you on the computer. Okay, good. Okay, thank you.
I went into the proceedings trying to do the, you know, they were supposed to come down the street, evaluate it. Now, basically, it is a lie.
Last year, I turned around to get it and I tried to read it. I should have taken that. I got it.
They did some sneaky shit. Snuck it in before I came.
He's on.
All right.
That's rude.
I was in the store buying the place out here.
Do you want to do this one?
It's all Greg's fault.
I'm fine with doing it. It's a debt commission one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a
Do you
little
want, I
past
can read it
6,
for you.
and Angie and everybody's ready now. Thank you very much. I'd like to reconvene the open session. This is now 6:02 or so. And we need, will we have a quorum or not, please?
Marty Breitmeyer?
Marshall Todd.
Greg Dennis,
Julie Arthur.
all 4 people here. We have a board, caucus or whatever you call it. Okay, approval of minutes, Oh, wait a minute, we need to do open public comment. We're missing that. So we need public comment on open meeting law for opening of this session. Yes, sir.
I'd just like to.
No, you got
Thomas
first name.
Baker, 2200 right hand here.
No, you say your name's going down.
No, I'd like to say that up on Right Hand Canyon, after they graded, around the corner on Whiskey Springs, during the storm, it had washed out onto the road. Well, they did, whether it was Sean or Will, whoever did it, did a good job putting the dirt back in and cleaning the ditch and banking it and the whole thing. And it looks like how it should be done, and I just want to say that we can do it, it can be done.
Thank you for the comment. Okay, any other public comment? Yes,
I have
sir.
a question that is Brian Remember for the record. I have a proposal I would like to present to the board. Would it be better for this open comment or the one at the end?
Oh, you choose. If you want to leave early, you can do it now. If you want to stay for the whole meeting, you could wait till the end. Go ahead.
All right, so
But this is public comment. This is not a proposal. We can't act on anything. You gotta understand that.
I totally understand.
If you want a proposal, if you're asking the board to bring this back and agendize something,
Yes.
then that's
We're doing
part of the
good.
public comment. Go ahead.
All right, so that's wonderful. So anyway, what I'd like to propose is that that one of the challenges that I see for the board and the GID is that, you know, let's say there's questions about roads or something like that. They want to, and you want to have multiple people out there. You can't have like Marty and Nevada go out and survey a road because it's a walking meeting like that.
Only 2 people can.
2 people can?
Yes,
All right,
No
I was
more.
thinking that-
and they cannot talk with anybody else because then it gets into, okay, now you're talking to
That's
somebody else.
that's probably
2
what I
people
was-
has to keep it and bring it back to the board.
Bring back to the board. What I'm proposing is that we create subcommittees, all right, on the board. That would actually be a trustee and then potentially 2 or 3 residents that have skills in that area. All right, to come together and do things like look at the roads, look at what's going on with the IT here, possibly looking at contracts. And that way you would have a single board member or a trustee. And then, you know, you could have 2 or 3 people that have skills in that area that could come together, really study a project or study a problem, and then bring that to the board, all right, for agendizing and for actions. And I see that this would do a couple of things. Number one is that, it would give help to the board. Number two is that I believe it would help with transparency within the community. It would also expand institutional knowledge of everything that, it takes to run the GID and all the work that needs to be done in the GID. And then that itself could then be used as kind of a training ground for future trustees.
Can
All right,
I,
so that you just don't
Okay.
have folks.
You're getting close to 3 minutes, my friend.
Okay, but I would actually like to see if that could be agendized and to be discussed amongst the board.
can I respond to that very quickly? There's a bunch of rules on that, and we would need to get it very
Oh, of
very
course,
clarified, because with one of the trustees being in that group, it creates an open meeting law issue.
Yeah, she's been through that, so
Yeah.
we've been through that, we discussed it, we've vetted a lot of the things you're talking
all
about.
right.
I'm not gonna say anything more. I can't. That's public comment. Okay, any further public comment, please? Okay, hearing none, we are going on to approval of minutes for possible action. Approval of minutes for May 21, 2026, regular meeting.
I had a couple of errors in there.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying a new software and finding out that I need a proofreader, because when I read it, it looks like what I thought I wrote.
I've done that before.
And so I've corrected Julie's name, Sean's name, and I made an error on the bid process, and I put that the Amy Short was going to be done, and it is not. And I changed that to just Amy Road to be paid, to be chip sealed. I corrected that. And I think an axe handle. I had AX and it's AXE.
Okay, so you made
I made
spelling
those-
corrections and specific to Amy.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, is there any further comments on the meeting minutes?
I would have to say, just so you know.
Yeah.
There are over 30 issues of different things going on here. Especially when it comes to, the bid document, scope of work.
Yeah.
Everything in that
Yeah.
page is completely,
Whiskey Springs should have been Amy.
no, there's more than that.
Yeah, well, if you can get that to me.
Axe handle, that's 1.2 miles done, not the right amount.
Okay.
So the whole scope of work is actually incorrect on this whole page.
If you can get that to me, then I can make those corrections.
Okay. And of course, when you had, number one, I think, our location can't say PVGID meeting facility. It needs to have this facility as the shooting range should be our address, because that's what's on that, right? The location is 2155 Pyramid Way. As far as, again, Osborne, it's got Burn.
Yeah, I've corrected those.
Angie Phillips, bookkeeper, Sean Kelly. And then, there was numerous places where it was just always Kelly, White. There was no trustee, there's no nothing. So there's a lot of different issues.
Yeah, like I said, I was trying a new software and I didn't have
Right.
someone
No,
Do
proofread
we
it.
need to postpone it till next time to
No,
fix all this?
No,
or
because
are we
Sean
okay,
can send
Sean?
that to me and I can
Okay
get
with
it.
that?
I don't know, there's quite a bit.
Well, I'd rather get it corrected before the next meeting. I only have 30 days to put it up.
Uh-huh.
So I will need to have those corrections so I can correct it. So if the board approves it with the corrections, then I can get those taken and put
Can you
up.
give her those corrections, Sean, so you can review them?
Well, they're just my writing, I don't know, it's just,
Okay.
again, so,
Well, I'd like them so I can correct it.
okay, I'll get some other ones then. I mean, I'll take this and make sure that it's the right
Okay,
dialed in.
but if you can get it to me as
This
soon
is
as
my
possible.
scribble.
Wait a minute. Yes, sir.
Well, excuse me, what the motion here is to approve the minutes,
Yes,
right?
I'm trying to get there.
Well, you can't approve the minutes if you don't know what the changes that are.
That's exactly where I'm going, and that's why I asked for the specificity to give Robin what he had just reviewed over.
Again, there's
Well, are the-
numerous
are the
things on
minutes
the,
Incorrect, are they incorrect currently?
There's some,
It looks like it was incorrect, that's why I said, do we just want to postpone it till the approval to the next month?
Yes.
Okay, we can do that. I have 30 days. That should be sufficient.
Very good. I have a motion to, continue this item for May 21, 2026 regular meeting minutes
To
to the
July.
next meeting.
Second.
A motion is second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Approved? Okay, we're going on to item 5 or 6A. Review of bills and other financial matters presented by Angie Phillips, bookkeeper. Review 6A, review of transactions report. Okay, we all know what that is, what we spent money on.
So we received the ad valorem tax on June 11th for $82.78. We received the consolidated tax on May 22nd for $57,085.21. And the LGTA we received on May 27th for $5,084.69 for a total of $62,252.68 from the state in the county. So it brings our balance to our cash accounts of the $666,879.15 total. And we did not have anything out of the usual for the bills that we did pay, just our standard payroll and the insurances and just our normal monthly bills. So that is the transaction report, part A. And then part B for the review of the bills. We do have our the large bill this month for the pool pack renewal for insurance to A&H. Is $13,447.64. That is really the only unusual. When I paid the health insurance, it doubled up and it actually paid 1 month ahead. So that's down at the bottom for paid. Usually we approve it at on the above section. So that's part B. And that one does need your approval for action. Do you want me to do C first, or do you want to approve?
I need to make the motion.
Invoices to be paid, okay, after 13,000, thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
At the bottom line, yeah,
Yeah.
at the top.
I'll make the motion to pay the bills.
I got one question.
Okay.
What did we buy tires for?
That was last month, actually. It was at $450.
Okay,
Sorry, and it looks like it deleted off it has notes, but I'll send that to Robin, the notes. Looks like I either didn't save it or it deleted that section.
Yeah, I had asked you about that.
all right, so to pay the bills, I need an approval for the board to approve expenditure of those funds.
She made a motion.
Made motion, anybody second it? I'll second it. We have a motion and a second. Public comment, please. No public comment, we'll bring it back to the board. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Thank you. Now we're going on to 6B, review of bills for approval payment. We just did that, correct, Angie?
Correct, yes, we're on C.
And now we're going on to 6C, estimated net operating funds for road improvements report. And that's the next one behind this. Okay, go ahead, Angie.
All right, so we have about 2.5 months left of expenses for this particular report for the year. I have added the paving product, the chip seal, and asphalt patching down at the kind of the middle section underneath all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is taken out of our funds for the year. So we would be remaining with about $50,000. And then
Bring me back to 50,000. Where are we, Angie? Okay, thank you.
so that takes out for all of the paving, all of the aggregate surfacing projects that you approved at the April meeting and the chip seal project. And then we did I didn't add anything else because we didn't actually approve anything, but we do know that the estimate for the 11,000 is a little shy for the fuel surcharge. We're expecting that to be higher. So that will come out of the 50,000, but it still gives us enough of a buffer. And we do have one last workers' comp payment, and then the July payment for the liability insurance is this 13,000. So
And we won't see any major funds from the county then until September, October.
so
Usually
we
those other tax.
have
don't
two
come in.
more payments for the CTX tax.
Okay.
We're estimating, or actually, I'm sorry, we have 3 more payments that we're estimating through August because we haven't received June's yet. We'll receive that probably Monday.
So you have a buffer on the 50K.
No, that's included in
That's
here.
included.
That's
Okay.
included in
All
here.
right.
But those are the three main payments that we will receive.
Okay.
But it is already included.
It's cutting it kind of short. That's the way it is.
Mhm.
Any public comment on item 6C, estimated net operating fund? Hearing none, I'll bring it back to the board. This is for information and there's no requirement for the board to approve. So we'll go on to the next item. Item 7, judicial affairs, OSHA compliance, review of OSHA obligations and concurrent compliance activities, board discussion and possible directions to staff. I had requested Robin to put this together so that we would have a public record that we are doing our best to implement whatever needs to be done with OSHA, and it's then also on the record. And you want to give us a quick review, or what would you like to do? Because I can see that this is going to be ongoing forever.
Oh, yeah, all we need to do is show that we're trying, we're working on getting everything in
But we
place.
do have paperwork.
We do have paperwork.
We are proceeding.
We do know what training
and
is
we will
needed,
fill up
we do know
binders
what
with
manuals.
paper.
Oh, yeah, we will fill up binders with paper. And basically, this is just the training that's required by OSHA and the manuals. And the manuals are just there for reference. And so they will be on the shelf, and Sean will have them, the new operations manager will have them. I now know that within 180 days, the new operations manager must complete the 30 hours of OSHA training. Learned a lot from Pool Pack.
So you got all those notes? And
I've got all
you'll
those
keep
notes.
Keep us informed?
Yes, and
Okay.
worked with OSHA. They said I worked with Pool Pack. They have a lot of the training online. It's free to the district. Worked with Mike. He's setting it all up so that they can go in and they can do probably 5 or 6 of these classes as quickly as they can. And I know Sean has a lot of the information in his head. He can just go through and do the class, take the test, and then we'll get the certificate. And that's what matters, is that we have that certificate showing that we've done the training. We're following procedures. We have the files with the information in it. And that's basically what this is just asking for permission to approve the time they need to do it during their work hours, and understand that that's what they'll be doing and not roads, because it has to be done.
And there was a little bit of cost associated with
There's a
this.
little bit of cost. Some of the classes are not available through Pool Pack. I would like for the yard to have a second computer so that the road crew can have a computer to also take the courses on, and they're not sharing one. And we can get one for $400 or $500 to put in there. And that way there's 2 available. They can do the online training.
The computer that I bought for this district when the other one died
Uh-huh.
is under $120. That doesn't come with a monitor, but
Yeah.
really cheap.
Well, I figured I was going,
You okay with that, Sean?
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
long as it'll work with our
it should,
internet.
yeah. And they've got, I mean, you can get a refurbished one from Best Buy or any of those places for not very much, and that way the training can take place. We can show it. Pool Pack will monitor it. They'll make sure that we get everything that's needed.
After this, I'd like to make sure that we're doing this in the middle of winter.
Well, and that's the thing. Once these handbooks are approved, once you guys have looked at them and decided what needs to be in them, they have to be reviewed annually, and we can approve them in like November or December, so that they have to be
Thank you.
reviewed in
Very
November or
good.
December.
Okay, very good. You're thinking about that.
Yes, so that's what this is just permission to get that all set up. And
We need approval to spend some money though.
maximum I put down was 1,500.
So what we're looking at is implementing the requirements under OSHA with a lot of information attached that we supposedly have to do. And then we have some expenses with that. And since we had expenses, I requested Robin to bring it forward, the approximate amount, and give her the ability to spend that $1,500 or $1,600. And so I need a motion to do so if the board thinks that that is the appropriate amount.
I move that we approve what?
Basically,
It's on
Oh,
page
oh,
9.
OSHA compliance.
No, the OSHA compliance, I'm talking about the amount of money. What do you think?
And authorized to implement it, yeah.
basically, in here, there's a recommended motion. You can say it however you want, Marshall. And then there's a second motion to approve that the employees have be able to use all the time that they need to complete the courses.
Okay, so I'll do the first one. Where's the first one over here?
Page 9.
Back one page.
Bottom.
Sorry, I know it's a lot of paper.
I move that the board of directors of the Palomino Valley General Improvement District hereby approves and authorizes the assistant to the board to take all actions necessary to bring the district into full compliance with applicable federal and Nevada OSHA regulations as identified in the OSHA compliance review staff reported dated June 12th, 2026.
Okay, we have a motion. A second?
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Do we have any public comment on this, please?
Thank you for the record, Lori Sportson. I just have a question about what the OSHA findings were and what you need, what prompted the request for this additional
When can I give
information.
you the 3 minute or 1 minute?
As long as it's public record, because
Well,
I
we
don't-
had a complaint, so we had a complaint filed, that's all it is. There is no documentation that OSHA has come back to fine us or do anything of the
so
like.
this is a follow-up.
And this is a follow-up to all that, to make sure that we're doing our job, and I brought it to the board so that we have records that show we are doing our job with regards to OSHA.
And we did
Very
actually
simple.
receive a letter from them stating that as long as we follow the procedures and get everything in compliance, we're fine.
And secondly, we need to spend some money so that we can implement, make sure that people get the training for OSHA and the like.
That's helpful, thank you.
Okay, any other, public comment, please? Yes.
David Black. Just want to make sure that when we do set it up for the employees to do the OSHA testing, when you sign up for that class, as you're probably aware, but when you sign up for the particular class, there's only certain times you can do it in. If you sign up, and if you don't meet that date that you signed up for, you're still gonna pay the fee that it costs to do that. So make sure when we sign up, that we don't forget, don't do it on that
Robin won't
day.
let them forget, hopefully.
No.
Because that's
And I'll work
very
with Sean
important,
on a
because in the
schedule.
automotive world,
Right.
that happens.
We want a record that shows we got this stuff
Yes.
completed.
Just
Yeah.
want to make sure that we're aware
I
that hey,
remember
there's
that.
a time, so when you
Yeah.
put it down, you sign up for that date, that we do it on those days.
Well, and I'll work with Sean to make sure it's when he's available to
Yeah.
do it before we sign
I just want to make sure
anything.
you don't lose
Okay.
the dollar, because
Yeah.
once you sign up, you're paying, and you don't get a refund if you don't do it.
And we're doing as
Okay.
much as we can through Pool Pack that has no charge.
Very good. Any further comments? Bring it back to the board. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a
Okay,
second motion.
Marshall?
I'm ready to do it
You
again.
got one more. Okay.
I move that the Board of Directors of the Palomino Valley General Improvement District hereby authorizes and approves all employee work hours reasonably necessary for district employees to complete required OSHA compliance training as expeditiously as possible, directing the assistant to the board to schedule such training during regular working hours and to prioritize the completion of all identified training deficiencies at the earliest practicable opportunity with district operational needs.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any public comment on this, please? Yes.
For the record, Lori Sportson. Did OSHA give you a time frame? Because practical time, the way it was worded in the motion, means that it could take months. And
As
so
long
I'm
as
just-
we're moving forward.
As long as you show
Yeah,
progress,
we're
they don't
we're
care.
moving forward and this never goes away because there's always training for the next year and the
No,
next
I
year.
understand, but did you want to put a time frame on it so that you can then move forward?
I
next
don't
year?
think we're gonna miss any time because she's already scheduled all the training, so
Okay.
we're in good shape there.
Okay, thank you.
Further comments, please? Yes.
Heather Kelly, just out of curiosity, if there's money involved, you haven't made a motion on how much money you're allowed to spend on doing these things.
Yeah.
motion? Oh, there was no monetary amount.
That was on the second page.
That was on the second page, but we didn't read.
But we didn't.
Right,
put
but
the
it
amount
wasn't
in.
part of the motion.
Read it. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
So if you can amend your
You're supposed to
motion.
Amend your motion, Todd. All right.
Thank you, Heather.
No worries.
All we need to say is we had $1,600.
Okay, I wanna amend our motion on the,
Amount of money.
amount of money that we're going to spend on the OSHA training to $1,600. That, and authorize Robin to spend it.
Okay.
Can we read this whole thing and change the dollar amount in here? Because this is the whole motion, because it includes training record certification, verification, enrollment, annual training calendar, compliance budget authorization, and standing OSHA compliance report. And the other thing is, if we're gonna buy a computer, do we need to add that money into here because we have $1,500 for training?
Well, I included that in there.
Oh, you did include that? Okay,
Yeah.
great.
And I think you could get away with just reading the bold.
Okay.
So will you amend your
Trustee
motion
Todd.
to the 1,600?
Well, trustee Todd might want to amend it to the bulleted ones on page
Making this
10.
too complicated.
I only wanted to know, sorry.
That's all right.
We want it to be right.
I was right. I asked for the money. You're right.
Well,
You just didn't continue reading.
Just made a motion.
Yeah, you amended it, that we're gonna spend the
$1,600.
$1,600.
Authorize her to spend the money, that's all we need to do.
Yes, I
We're
think so.
Okay. The rest is her responsibility. We're making sure that Robin
Yeah.
makes those things happen. Just put it in the staff report and we're gonna do it.
Yep. I think we have.
You need to amend your motion. That's the.
It wasn't
that's why I'm
hers.
looking at you.
It was Marshall's,
It was Marshall's,
and she seconded it.
it was Marshall's
You didn't
motion.
second it?
She seconded it, but he motioned it.
Okay, who seconded
Well,
it?
I seconded
She
the
seconded.
initial one, but not the second.
Right, so we need to amend your motion so that we have a consistent
She
dialogue.
can just say, she accepts,
He
the
amended it.
second accepts the amendment. That'll cover it.
Okay, I'll accept the amendment on the money, on the dollar amount.
Thank you. Okay. Since we amended this, any further comment? Okay, hearing none, I bring this back to the board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Possible action regarding Sean Kelly. Discussion and possible action regarding Sean Kelly. This is for pay, a lot of different things. Annual review. The board may take action including but not limited to promotion, endorsement, engagement, retention, termination, suspension, demotion, reduction in pay, increase in pay, reprimand, or no action. This is an action item. So what we have, is we had our